What do you know about Gilligan's Island, other than that it's a movie about a group of drifters trying to escape a deserted island? If the answer is no, then watch this video until the end. Gilligan's Island has etched itself into the fabric of American culture, experiencing a surge in popularity during the 1970s and 1980s. One of the things that sets it apart is the concealed array of behind-the-scenes secrets meticulously guarded by the production team and cast. After 56 years, Gilligan's Island unveils the hidden intricacies to its audience, laying bare the mysteries that have long captivated viewers. Let's explore Gilligan's enigmatic identity. The enigma surrounding Gilligan's name became a fascinating aspect of Gilligan's Island, adding an intriguing layer to the beloved character portrayed by Bob Denver. The show's creators, Sherwood Schwartz and Denver, found themselves embroiled in a good-natured but persistent disagreement regarding Gilligan's first name. Despite being the central character, Gilligan's first name was never explicitly mentioned throughout the series. In a quirk of character design, Gilligan was presented as a man of mystery, known only by his last name. Bob Denver, however, had his own perspective on the matter. The actor, who brought Gilligan to life with his endearing and bumbling portrayal, insisted that Gilligan was not just a last name, but also the character's first name. On the other side of this friendly dispute was Sherwood Schwartz, the creative mind behind Gilligan's Island. According to Schwartz, Gilligan's full name was Willie Gilligan, a detail that, for reasons unknown to the audience, never made it into the show's dialogue. Despite this assertion from the show's creator, the character's first name remained a well-guarded secret, contributing to the whimsical charm of the series. The spirited debate between Schwartz and Denver became somewhat of a behind-the-scenes legend. The two engaged in light-hearted arguments about Gilligan's name, with Bob Denver steadfastly rejecting the notion that his character bore the moniker Willie. Denver's refusal to accept Willie as Gilligan's first name became a playful element in the ongoing banter between the actor and the show's creator. The origin of Gilligan's Island. The genesis of Gilligan's Island can be traced back to a seemingly simple yet thought-provoking question posed by a New York University professor during a public speaking class. The professor, aiming to stimulate the creativity and eloquence of his students, challenged them to craft a 1-minute speech responding to a hypothetical scenario. If stranded on a desert island, what single item would they desire the most? Little did anyone know that this seemingly innocuous exercise would sow the seeds for one of the most iconic television shows in history. Among the students in that class was Sherwood Schwartz, the future creator of Gilligan's Island. The professor's intriguing question lingered in Schwartz's mind long after his college days. The notion of being marooned on a deserted island with only one cherished item resonated with him, and he began to contemplate the humorous and dramatic potential inherent in such a scenario. Drawing inspiration from the discussions and imaginative responses that the desert island question had sparked in his college class, Sherwood Schwartz conceived the idea of a television show centered around a diverse group of individuals thrust together by the whims of fate on a deserted island. Each character, with their unique personalities and backgrounds, would contribute to a dynamic ensemble cast, creating a microcosm of society and offering ample fodder for comedic and dramatic storytelling. The result of this creative spark was the birth of Gilligan's Island. The show, which premiered in 1964, revolved around the misadventures of a group of 7 castaways with disparate backgrounds and temperaments, including the titular character, Gilligan. Stranded on an uncharted island, the castaways navigated through a series of comedic situations, providing audiences with laughter, camaraderie, and a charming escape from reality. A tale of generosity and camaraderie. Natalie Schafer, renowned for her role as Mrs. Lovey Howell on the classic television show Gilligan's Island, had a captivating tale both on and off the screen. Her decision to take on the role of Mrs. Howell had an interesting twist. She accepted the part not just for the love of acting, but also for an opportunity to enjoy a free trip to Hawaii during the filming of the pilot. What made this choice peculiar was the fact that Natalie was already a millionaire in her own right, perfectly capable of affording such luxuries without relying on work-related perks. A significant aspect of Natalie's life was her decision to bequeath her substantial fortune in a unique and compassionate manner. Unconventional in her choices, Natalie had no biological children, but she shared a deep connection with her pet poodle. In an eccentric yet heartwarming move, she directed her wealth towards the care of her beloved canine companion. However, when her poodle eventually passed away, Natalie ensured that her fortune found a meaningful purpose by designating it for donation to the Motion Picture and Television Fund. In addition to her philanthropic endeavors, Natalie's generosity extended to her fellow cast members. Dawn Wells, who portrayed Mary Ann on Gilligan's Island, was a beneficiary of Natalie's estate. This gesture spoke volumes about the camaraderie and bonds formed during the production of the iconic show. Beyond her professional life, Natalie faced personal challenges, notably her battle with breast cancer. During this challenging period, Dawn, presumably a supportive figure in her life, took on the role of caregiver. This highlights the human side of Natalie Schafer, showcasing the interconnectedness of the cast members both on and off the screen. Casting changes in Gilligan's Island. The prelude to the premiere of Gilligan's Island saw a strategic decision by the producers to revamp certain characters based on audience feedback. Among those affected by this creative overhaul were John Gabriel, the actor who portrayed the professor, Kit Smith, who took on the role of Ginger, a high school science teacher, and Nancy McCarthy, cast as Bunny, a secretary. This adjustment aimed to refine the character dynamics and resonate better with the viewership. Notably, the replacement of the actress playing Ginger sparked an intriguing transformation. The producers seized the opportunity to elevate the character from a high school science teacher to a glamorous movie star. This shift not only added a layer of diversity to the cast, but also injected a new dynamic into the storyline. However, the most notable change occurred when they decided to reimagine Bunny as the kind-hearted Mary Ann. This pivotal decision not only altered the course of the show, but also introduced a beloved character, who would become an integral part of the show's enduring charm. The casting process for Mary Ann itself held a touch of Hollywood drama. Initially, Raquel Welch, a prominent actress of the time, was considered for the role. However, the producers ultimately decided that she lacked the quintessential girl-next-door quality required for the character. The torch was then passed to Dawn Wells, whose audition and subsequent portrayal of Mary Ann captivated the producers and viewers alike. Wells embodied the wholesome, down-to-earth demeanor that the character demanded, ultimately solidifying her place in television history. Stunts, swimming, and the ice cream diet. Natalie Schafer, a seasoned actress in her 60s during the filming of Gilligan's Island, was a remarkable figure both on and off the screen. In a cast predominantly comprised of younger actors, Schafer stood out not only for her impeccable portrayal of the sophisticated Mrs. Lovey Howell, but also for her adventurous spirit and commitment to doing her own stunts. Despite her age, Natalie Schafer defied expectations by actively participating in various physical challenges required for the show. She fearlessly leaped into the lagoon and willingly threw herself into the simulated quicksand, showcasing a level of physicality that was uncommon for actresses of her generation. Her dedication to performing these stunts added authenticity to her character and contributed to the overall dynamic of the show. In a 1965 interview with Arlene Dahl, a prominent columnist known for Let's Be Beautiful, Natalie Schafer divulged some of the secrets behind her enviable physique. She credited swimming as a key component of her fitness routine, highlighting the rejuvenating effects of this water-based exercise. Additionally, she humorously revealed her unconventional approach to dieting, a special ice cream diet. During this period, she limited her daily intake to just a quart of ice cream, a regimen that might raise eyebrows today, but apparently contributed to her staying in good shape. Schaefer's openness about her diet and exercise plan included a quirky detail. She occasionally swam naked in her backyard pool. This revelation added a playful and uninhibited dimension to her personality, showcasing a side of the actress that contrasted with the refined Mrs. Howell she portrayed on screen. The combination of swimming, the ice cream diet, and her fearless approach to physical challenges yielded results for Natalie Schaefer. While adhering to her unique regimen, she reportedly shed 3 pounds in just 5 days. Her candidness about her unconventional lifestyle choices and the success she achieved through them added an element of relatability to her public persona. Unscripted dangers behind the scenes of Gilligan's Island. The behind-the-scenes story of an incident involving Bob Denver, the actor behind Gilligan, provides a harrowing glimpse into the potential dangers that can accompany filming, even in the seemingly safe world of television production. During the filming of a scene where Gilligan was tasked with stacking furniture in the Howells' hut to keep a lion at bay, an unexpected and life-threatening moment unfolded. As part of the scripted sequence, the lion was meant to jump at Bob Denver. However, in the midst of the scene, the lion's actions take a perilous turn. When the lion leaped off the twin beds it was standing on, the beds split apart, creating a hazardous situation. In a split-second reaction, Bob Denver instinctively defended himself by delivering a karate chop to the lion. This unscripted and courageous response likely saved Denver from a potentially severe injury. The lion trainer, realizing the gravity of the situation, had to intervene in mid-air, risking their own safety to control the lion. The aftermath left the trainer with claw marks all over their body, underscoring the danger and unpredictability of working with wild animals, even under controlled circumstances. This incident serves as a stark reminder of the risks inherent in television production, especially when dealing with elements beyond the actor's control, such as live animals. Despite meticulous planning, unexpected events can occur, showcasing the challenges faced by the cast and crew during the filming of a show. Moreover, the acknowledgement of bloopers in the show reinforces the notion that television productions, including beloved classics like Gilligan's Island, are not immune to imperfections. These unplanned moments, whether caused by unexpected animal behavior or other factors, occasionally make their way into the final episodes, providing audiences with glimpses of the unscripted and imperfect reality behind the scenes. The production of Gilligan's Island was not without its share of on-set mishaps and bloopers, providing fans with interesting anecdotes that add to the show's legacy. In the episode titled "They're Off and Running," Bob Denver, who portrayed Gilligan, had a momentary lapse when he forgot to remove his wedding ring during filming. Such small oversights can occasionally occur in the fast-paced world of television production, but become amusing details for eagle-eyed viewers. In another episode, "The Friendly Passenger," a subtle yet noticeable blooper occurs when the Los Angeles skyline can be seen over the trees of the lagoon. This unintentional inclusion of a real-world backdrop hints at the practical challenges of creating a fictional island setting on a soundstage in Los Angeles. One of the more significant blunders takes place during the iconic opening credits of the show. Despite the theme song's assertion that only 5 people set sail on the SS Minnow, the visual depiction shows 8 individuals on board as the boat leaves port. This inconsistency, while not a major plot point, reflects the occasional oversight that can occur in the production process. One of the most remarkable and unfortunate incidents involved Alan Hale Jr., the actor who played the skipper. In a scene where he was supposed to fall from a coconut tree and land on a crash pad, Hale missed the pad, resulting in a broken arm. Remarkably, he chose to keep the injury quiet, not wanting to disrupt the filming schedule. Despite the pain and limitations from the broken arm, Hale continued to fulfill his duties on set, even hauling coconuts. It was several weeks before he sought medical attention for the broken arm, showcasing his dedication to the production and his willingness to endure discomfort to ensure the smooth progression of filming. Dawn Wells and the intricate fan dynamics of Gilligan's Island. Dawn Wells, who portrayed Mary Ann on Gilligan's Island, experienced an overwhelming and sometimes unsettling level of fan attention during the show's run. The sheer volume of approximately 5,000 fan letters that she received every week underscored the immense popularity of the series and the strong connection viewers felt with the characters, particularly Mary Ann. While many fan letters expressed admiration, gratitude, and affection for the actress, a portion of the correspondence took a more unsettling turn. Some fans crossed the line into what Dawn Wells described as creepy territory. Among the more unusual letters was one from a fan claiming it was their anniversary because they had been writing to her for an astonishing 35 years. This peculiar declaration exemplified the blurred lines that some individuals established between fiction and reality, projecting a sense of intimacy with a character rather than the actress portraying her. The unsettling aspect extended to fans who allowed their imaginations to run wild, creating an illusionary relationship with Dawn Wells in their minds. Some men, she noted, genuinely believed that they had a personal connection with her, despite the inherent separation between celebrity and fan. This phenomenon highlights the fine line that can be crossed when admiration for a public figure transforms into an imagined personal relationship. Dawn Wells' experiences with these fan letters provide insight into the challenges that celebrities, especially those associated with iconic roles, face in managing the perceptions and expectations of their fan base. While many admirers maintain a healthy and respectful distance, a subset may struggle to distinguish between the actor and the character, leading to unconventional and, at times, disconcerting expressions of fandom. A real-life Gilligan's Island moment. Jim Backus, the talented actor behind the portrayal of Thurston Howell III on Gilligan's Island, found himself entangled in a real-life situation that echoed the financial dynamics of his character's on-screen persona. The anecdote, as recounted by Dawn Wells in her book, What Would Mary Ann Do? A Guide to Life, provides a humorous glimpse into a lunch outing with Jim Backus, Natalie Schafer, and the subsequent events that unfolded. The story unfolds with an invitation from Jim Backus for a lunch gathering that includes Dawn Wells and Natalie Schafer. However, what started as a convivial meal took an unexpected turn when the check arrived, revealing that Backus had forgotten his wallet. This dining dilemma mirrored the high society predicaments that Thurston Howell III often found himself in on the show. The humorous twist to this tale occurred during the wrap party before the cast embarked on their summer break. At the celebration, Natalie Schafer took the opportunity to settle the unpaid lunch bill with Jim Backus. Displaying a witty and theatrical flair reminiscent of her on-screen character, she presented Backus with a bill amounting to $300, the tab for the previously unpaid meals. It was a light-hearted yet clever move by Natalie, who seemed to playfully blend fiction with reality by incorporating a financial twist into the wrap party festivities. The gesture not only showcased her quick wit, but also added a touch of camaraderie and humor to the off-screen dynamics of the cast. Jim Backus, perhaps amused by the unexpected turn of events, finally settled the debt he owed for the earlier meals. This real-life episode, tinged with humor and camaraderie, became a memorable anecdote within the Gilligan's Island cast, illustrating the camaraderie and playfulness that existed off-screen, even as the actors brought their characters to life on the small screen. Unraveling the mystery of Jonas Grumby. The character known simply as the Skipper on Gilligan's Island has long been an enigma when it comes to his real name. Many fans have assumed that Skipper was his actual name, akin to a title indicating his role as the captain of the ill-fated SS Minnow. However, this assumption is dispelled by the revelation that his true name was disclosed just once during the show's run. In the very first episode of Gilligan's Island, which aired in 1964, the audience learned that Skipper's real name was Jonas Grumby. This revelation was a significant and unique piece of character information, offering fans a glimpse into the skipper's identity beyond his titular role. However, this particular detail was not consistently referenced throughout the series. After its initial mention, Jonas Grumby's real name was seldom brought up again in subsequent episodes. The scarcity of references to the skipper's real name over the course of the show's run contributed to the enduring belief among fans that he was simply known as the skipper. This also added an element of mystery and intrigue to the character, as viewers were left with a single piece of information about his past that was not frequently revisited. In the 2003 novel Gilligan's Wake, the character of the skipper was further explored, delving into a darker backstory for the beloved captain. According to the novel, the skipper supposedly served alongside Quentin McHale, a character from the television series McHale's Navy. This fictional expansion of Skipper's narrative added depth to his character and connected him to another iconic television universe, offering fans a new perspective on the beloved character's history. Natalia Schafer's Contract Klaus and Tina Louise's post Gilligan's Island philanthropy Natalie Schafer, who portrayed the elegant and wealthy Mrs. Lovey Howell on Gilligan's Island, maintained a certain level of mystery regarding her age during the filming of the show. In reality, she was a decade older than her on-screen husband, Jim Backus. Despite the age difference, Natalie Schafer managed to maintain a youthful appearance that contributed to the overall image of her character. One intriguing detail that surfaced in her contract revealed her desire to avoid close-up shots, a strategic move aimed at preventing the audience from scrutinizing her features for signs of aging, such as wrinkles. This decision to limit close-ups, while unconventional, underscored Schafer's commitment to preserving the illusion of her character's agelessness. Her dedication to the role, combined with her efforts to maintain a certain image, speaks to the lengths to which actors would go to align themselves with the expectations and demands of the entertainment industry. In contrast, Tina Louise, who played the glamorous movie star Ginger Grant, expressed a different sentiment about her experience on Gilligan's Island. Despite achieving success as an actress both during and after the show, Louise believed that her association with the iconic role negatively impacted her career. Nevertheless, she continued to thrive in the industry, showcasing her versatility as an actress. In her post-Gilligan's Island years, Tina Louise made New York City her home and became a distinguished member of both the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences and the Actors Studio. Beyond her contributions to the entertainment world, Tina Louise has dedicated herself to philanthropic endeavors, particularly in the realm of child literacy. Her involvement in literacy programs is evident in the proceeds from her 2007 book, When I Grow Up, which were directed toward supporting such initiatives. Additionally, Tina Louise has been actively volunteering at local public schools since 1996, demonstrating a long-standing commitment to making a positive impact on education and literacy. Fan fervor or folly, Gilligan's Island, and the unintended Coast Guard correspondence. The first season of Gilligan's Island not only captured the hearts of viewers but also sparked an unexpected reaction from a segment of the audience that took the show's premise a bit too literally. Fans, unable to differentiate between fiction and reality, sent peculiar telegrams to the Coast Guard expressing genuine concern for the well-being of the cast, whom they believed to be genuinely stranded on a desert island. These unusual telegrams presented the Coast Guard with an entertaining yet perplexing situation. Fans, fully invested in the show's premise, seemed to disregard the fact that Gilligan's Island was a work of fiction. The earnestness behind these messages reflected the immersive nature of the storytelling and the convincing portrayal of the deserted island scenario by the talented cast. Sherwood Schwartz, the show's creator, also found himself on the receiving end of some bizarre letters that showcased the blurring of fiction and reality in the minds of certain viewers. One particularly striking letter reached Schwartz, expressing concern about American citizens stranded on a Pacific island and advocating for the allocation of resources, including a U.S. destroyer, to rescue them before they supposedly starved to death. The absurdity of the letter underscored the extent to which some viewers failed to grasp the distinction between a scripted television show and real-life events. Schwartz, recognizing the humor in the situation, speculated that the letter was likely intended as a joke. It highlighted the unintended consequence of creating a show so convincingly staged that some viewers momentarily suspended their disbelief, allowing the fictional narrative to blur with reality. The casting tale of Ginger on Gilligan's Island. The recasting of the role of Ginger on Gilligan's Island marked a pivotal moment in the show's development, bringing a glamorous actress named Jean Mansfield into the fold. Jean Mansfield was celebrated for her striking beauty and glamorous aura that fits well with the envisioned character of Ginger, a movie star stranded on a deserted island. At the time of her casting, Jean Mansfield's career was on a downward trajectory. The decision to transform Ginger from a school secretary into a movie star was a strategic move by the producers, aligning the character with the real-life glamour associated with Hollywood starlets. In this regard, Jean Mansfield seemed like the ideal fit. However, an interesting twist in the casting saga emerged with considerations about another iconic Hollywood figure, Jane Mansfield. The producers, inspired by the allure and fame of Jane Mansfield, initially envisioned her in the role of Ginger. However, Jane's third husband advised her against accepting the role, prompting her to decline the opportunity. Choosing to follow her husband's advice, Jane Mansfield opted for smaller film roles and nightclub appearances instead of joining the cast of Gilligan's Island. Tragically, a few years later, in 1967, Jane Mansfield's life was cut short in a car accident while en route to a television interview. At just 34 years old, Jane Mansfield had not taken the role of Ginger, leaving a lasting what-if scenario in the annals of television history. What do you think about the little-known secrets of Gilligan's Island? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this, and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.